It's Ash from SuperVideos back for another video for The Walking Dead, The Ones Who Live. Today we're going to be breaking down an incredible new international teaser for The Ones Who Live, a French one specifically. And there are definitely some new shots in here, some interesting new shots, and some new dialogue. Now, even though I'm not sure what the dialogue says because it's in French, I could make out some of it, and some of it was mentioned by some fans in comments, so I'm going to be going through it based on that. But of course, I don't know exactly what they're saying. I'm getting most of this from comments that I've read or just lip reading that I was able to do myself. So stay tuned, we'll be right back to break this down. Alright, as always, before we dive into it, smash the like button, subscribe to join our community, and press the bell to be notified when I upload on the channel. With that said, let's dive right into it. So this is one of the new shots that was in the teaser. Of course, we have Rick Grimes in his CRM armor, and of course, there's blood on his face, so he's been either fighting someone or he's been killing walkers or something to that effect, but we can't really make out much else as far as what's happening because it's dark. And then we have this shot of Rick talking to this guy, probably someone from the CR or maybe from the military. Maybe it's a soldier, and this is after they're done their day. They're just talking. I don't know what they're saying because it just quickly showed the guy, but then we have this incredible shot of Rick Grimes doing training with others. I'm assuming these are new recruits. So this is super awesome. He's being recruited to the CRM. We have these pretty awesome shots of Rick Grimes reaching out and holding the throat of Lieutenant Donald Okafor from the CRM. He's probably got a higher ranking than Rick, but they're both in the military. And something is happening here where Rick is fighting him, which is super interesting. And then we see this shot of Rick telling him what's on his mind. It's classic Rick when he gets angry. And what I think he's saying here is, I'm getting home. My wife is my choice. Now, this is super interesting because this dialogue with my life is my choice, my wife is my choice, my daughter is my choice, all of that was in the main trailer. We didn't see him say it, so we didn't know who he was talking to. But a lot of people thought that he's talking to Major General Beale. But it seems like he's talking to Okafor, which is super intriguing. I mean, I never thought that he would be having that conversation with Okafor. And this definitely lines up something that we talked about on a separate video, which is that Okafor is going to have a key role in this series. And this is definitely a great example of why. Because in some sense, Major General Beale is the big bad, but maybe for season 1, or maybe for The Ones Who Live in general, if there's only one season, Donald Okafor is Rick's enemy. He is the bad guy. He's the big bad, I should say. And maybe Rick has to defeat Okafor before he can even get to the main villain. That's a possibility. But we have this as well from the same scene, and then Okafor says something, but obviously because the teaser is in French, and I can't understand French, and it was quick, I don't know what he's saying, but I'm assuming to the effect of, you can't get back, you're not going to get back, or something. And then we have the two of them fighting. This is super cool. We have Donald Okafor beating the absolute crap out of Rick. He slams him to the floor like he's Big Show, and Rick is like me. This is pretty interesting. I mean, there was another shot in another teaser where Rick is being choked out on the ground, and it appears that that's also connected to this. But then we have this shot. This is super interesting. Rick is looking up at something. He's shocked. He's wearing his CRM uniform, and then we see Michonne taking out her helmet, and she's just as shocked. Now, I don't know if these are really together or whether they're trying to throw us off, but if they are related, then they just pretty much gave away how Rick and Michonne reunite. I mean, in the interviews they've done, they did talk about how their reunion will be shocking and it's like a big twist. So I wonder if this is the reunion, and we're gonna see something along the lines of Michonne shoots CRM Soldier, not even thinking that it's Rick, and then when the guy's on the ground, she goes to check up on him and realizes that it's Rick. You know what I mean? Like a situation like that could be possible. A lot of people thought that maybe Michonne sees Rick on a helicopter or hears his voice on a helicopter and that's the reunion, but maybe not. Maybe this is it. Maybe Michonne almost kills Rick. You know what I mean? But then we have this super awesome shot of Rick in his CRM uniform and he's looking down at something. It looks like he's next to a bonfire. I could be wrong, but I see some flames. But he has a serious face and thinking about something. And it looks like maybe he's thinking about something that maybe crosses his moral boundaries. So he's contemplating whether he should do it or not. That's the sense I get. But that's pretty much everything I wanted to go through. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, smash the like button, subscribe to join our community, and press the bell to be notified when I upload on the channel. That's it for this video. See you next time for another super video.